Martin, congratulations on your first Arsenal goal. Can you sum up your feelings on helping the team to victory?
Well, it's a big win for us. I think it's a great result. 3 goals away from home, and a win in this competition is always big. So very pleased with the result and the performance, and yeah, the way we strike back after the goal we concede, and the mentality in the team is great. So I'm very pleased with everything.
Yeah, what does it say about the character of the players, the way you bounce back to score 2 more goals after conceding?
I think it shows the spirit in the team, really, and the way we back each other, and one player make a mistake, and then we react, and we know we have to get a goal, and yeah, that's what it's about. It's being a team, and when one player make a mistake, you have to strike back as a team, and that's what we did today, and that's why I'm very happy with that and the result, of course.
And what about your own contribution? Did you know what you were going to do as soon as you picked up the ball? It seemed to open up for you for the goal.
Yeah, I think I wanted to get a shot on goal, and luckily I had a good hit, and it went in. So it was an important goal, and yeah, I'm happy.
Are you starting to feel at home in this Arsenal side?
Yeah, definitely. As I've said before, I felt home since the first day. I'm happy to be here, and yeah, I feel great. So I'm very pleased to be a part of the team.
And is there a feeling of confidence now with the 3 away goals that you can finish the job at the Emirates?
Well, it's just half time, so we have to keep going. We have a big game on Saturday, and then we have to be ready again on Thursday. So nothing is over, and we have to keep going. This is just the first part, so we have to be ready for the next one.
From the players' perspective, though, how important is this trophy to the club?
I think it's very important. Obviously, we're not where we want to be in the league on the table, so I think this is very important for us this year, and it's a chance to get Champions League football for next season. So I think obviously it's very important. So we want to go as far as possible.
And is it a perfect result and perhaps performance in many ways ahead of the weekend game?
Yeah, I think it's a good result, and yeah, it gives us a lot of confidence into the weekend and also for the next week. So yeah, we just have to keep going and build on from this game.
Well played, thanks for talking to us.
With 3-1 victory, Martin Keown and Karen Carney watching with me. And Karen, just when you think that Arsenal are going to be the architects of their own downfall again, 2 really good second half goals. It's looking very comfortable now heading into that second leg.
Yeah, it really is. If you'd have said at the start of the game to Mikel Arteta 3-1, I think he would have taken that. I think the disappointing thing was conceding that goal, but fabulous reaction from the team. A brilliant header from Gabriel, stepping up when they really need it. Yeah, brilliant performance, I think, overall.
It felt like a huge game in their season tonight, Martin. Have they delivered?
Yeah, very much so. Came through a lot, didn't they, in that difficult second half. We said that the only way perhaps they could slip up was a mistake that they made, and yeah, that happened again. Really disappointed with Leno for passing it to Ceballos. Ceballos actually coming on was a bit of a shock to me. I did say let's put our crash helmets on because last time he played against Benfica and he pretty well gave 2 goals away. But I understand the manager wants him back in the team, he believes in him, but the ball that Leno gives to him puts him in all sorts of trouble. They score from that, and for 15 minutes afterwards, we looked quite rocky. But the way they got back into it, the character they showed, Gabriel, I mean, he's a proper central defender. Powerful,
you enjoyed that goal.
Lovely finish. And then the team went from there. And then he was able to rest players with a view to the weekend. So it was almost the perfect evening for Arteta and his players.
Well, a comprehensive win in Piraeus for Arsenal. A 3-1 victory, Mohamed El Neni's. A rocket of a goal in that second half to give them a 2-goal cushion to bring back to the Emirates. Martin Keown and Karen Carney watching with me, and they look very well placed now, Karen, to head to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, like I said earlier, 3-1. Mikel Arteta will be happy with that. Disappointed with the goal they conceded, but fabulous reaction, away goals, controlled performance at time, and I still think they can improve on it as well. So very, very pleasing.
And let's go back to the first half, Martin, because it was another Martin Odegaard with that first goal. It was a special strike for his first one for the club.
It was, and he was having a difficult moment in the game. So really, doesn't he, smashes that from distance. I like putting the speed of the goal on for the younger viewers to give you some idea of the velocity of that shot. The goalkeeper's all at sea, He's had a nightmare with it, but take nothing away from the strike. It was perfect for Arsenal.
The first goal scored for Arsenal by a Martin since your 2 against Shakhtar in 2000 at Highbury, Martin.
Was it that long ago? Yeah, I didn't score many, but for some reason I managed to
Well, you
get
played till 2004, didn't you? So what happened after 2000?
Flick-ons at the near post. It kept me well away from the goal.
Defend, Martin, right?
Correct. That's what we're there for. But I'd have been proud of... did score one for England, actually, from outside the box. Not dissimilar to that. But it's a great feeling. And interesting, Arsenal scoring 2 goals from outside the box, El Neni doing it later in the evening. So it's definitely something Arsenal have added to their game.
He missed an earlier chance, didn't he? But it was worth the wait for that goal.
Yeah, it was. The first opportunity he had was probably the easier out of the 2, and you expected him on that left foot early on in the game to take his chance. And, you know, Martin was a bit worried as well that, you know, sometimes that can mentally stay in your mindset that start of the game you haven't took that opportunity. But credit to him, he absolutely unleashed that rocket of a shot, and it really gave the impetus to the side, and his confidence started to grow. He was a little bit sloppy at times, but like I said, it's the life of a number 10. They can do some sloppy things, but then come up with that bit of magic that nobody else can seem to do.
And then Mikel Arteta took Partey off just before the hour mark. And when he brought Ceballos, Martin, you were a bit concerned, weren't you, because of the mistakes he'd made against Benfica?
By nature, I'm naturally concerned, looking to keep a clean sheet. What had happened to Ceballos before. This is where Leno, I feel, isn't learning from mistakes that he's making. He did something very similar against Burnley. Look at the pressure that he's under there. There are 4 players, it's like a double pincer movement around him. There's nowhere to go. And then Leno can't actually get back into his own goal. So I'm blaming Leno for that. Ceballos, yes, I was worried to see him coming on because he made mistakes against Benfica. Maybe El Neni would have been a better choice to come on and sort of sew things up. But nonetheless, he's made a mistake, but the goalkeeper put him in real trouble there.
Is that one on Leno?
I think it is, yeah. You know, Ceballos has just come on. He doesn't want it in those areas. It's got to go long. Or I agree with Martin. You're 1-0 up. Probably El Neni was the player to come on. If you're 1-0 down, I think Ceballos is that creative player to get on the ball and try and open teams up. But as soon as Partey went off, they kind of capitulated, really, and they lost that stability. So El Neni coming on, for me, would have been a better sub.
Is he the best goalkeeper for this system and the way Arsenal wants to play?
I think, look, we've spoken about Arteta having a philosophy and a style, but at some point you have to take responsibility. And we've spoken about now there's too many of the same mistakes happening. And Leno's got to go, right, you see 4 players around him there, he's got to assess that situation. It's got to go long or skip or give some better information. You can't keep making these mistakes. And we've spoken about, haven't we, Martin, where they've got away with it tonight, hopefully, but they didn't against Burnley. And moving forward, you can't keep making these same mistakes because teams are set the trap, exactly what they did. 4 players around that holding midfielder. And
learn now from mistakes. Martinez was allowed to leave. A lot of the fans were against that. So he's the #1 goalkeeper now, and he has to hold on to that jersey. Matt Ryan just been brought in recently. He's on loan. They're trying to sign him. But it's his position to give away. But he's got to minimise his mistakes because it gifted. We don't know yet. They're not through, of course. Anything can happen when you're watching Arsenal. Look what Olympiakos did this time last year. So the tie's far from over. You don't want to be giving them anything. And that first goal was a simple giveaway.
And they very nearly went 2-1 down after that goal was conceded.
They did, and that was a concern. And, you know, it was a set piece, and then Tierney ends up at central defence, and Gabriel is in the fullback position. And I'd like them to switch, get back into their shape as soon as possible. Gabriel doesn't really know where to be there. He's caught between 2 players. And Bellerin there has just thrown himself at that. That really should be in the back of the net. So Arsenal, again, get away with one there, and we're talking about game management. We said that at half-time, and at that point, they seemed to lose it a little bit. But fortunately, they got a foothold in the game, and then up steps the central defender with a proper goal. And this is a proper player. When I'm talking about now physical players, Partey, when he goes off, we lose something. That's a physical player who runs the show. Gabriel does the same in the back line.
You loved this goal from the centre-back, didn't you?
Well, immediately it's about... I mean, look, they're sloppy here defensively. Let's give Willian a shout-out as well, because it's another assist. He's scored 3 goals. 3 assists for this man he's given him. And that's a hell of a leap. Powerful header. He wants to take charge. He wants to make things happen. That's mine. And he's nodded it in, and that really changed the tie, really, in this game.
I think in that moment, you know, Arsenal can do pass, but that goal is all about hunger, desire, exploiting a weakness in which they've switched off from a set play. And Gabriel just going, I want this ball, I'm going to beat you, I've got the leap on you. And it's just a fabulous header. And that little bit of leadership and that control that was needed, that was lost potentially when they conceded, and that chance then that potentially Olympiakos could have taken, he stepped up and really calmed the ship.
And then El Neni stepped up, a long-range strike. It was another stunner, Karen, and it's made things just look a whole lot more comfortable.
Brilliant, exactly what Martin said, 2 long-range shots, and you want to see more of it when they go in like this. And El Neni came on, and he was really, really good when he came on. But when no one closes you down, it gives you the licence to go, and he's like, right, I'm going to have a strike. Brilliant strike, swerving away from the goalkeeper. He does get a slight hand to it, but look at the celebration from his teammates, because it's probably a bit unfamiliar of him at times, but a wonderful strike. And you know what, in the end, a really good performance from Arsenal. Just eradicate that one mistake, those 2 mistakes. It's a perfect performance.
And now Neni there, he's probably thinking, I should have been coming on there. Why have you not put me on? Look at Ceballos, I'm better than him. I'll show you I'm better than him. And that's character. You want someone with a little bit of character. Now Neni's come back, hasn't he? He was on loan most of last season. He's a better man for it. He's a better player. And he showed there just at the right time, because that's equally as important, that goal. Another wonderful strike.
And they showed resilience in the last leg against Benfica, and had to show that resilience again tonight, Martin, after conceding that goal.
They did, and it's you know, it's about really when they're in front, taking their chances, and then being professional, minimising the mistakes, game management, and then growing as a group. The manager as well. He's brand new, as we say. He's only in his 2nd year of management. It's crazy, really. He's won an FA Cup, but he's learning all the time. I think it was sensible to take Partey off. 5 substitutions he made on the night with a view to the weekend. Does he play Smith Rowe? Does he play Odegaard? He's now got competition for places. That's what he wants.
Yeah.